Welcome, friends. Hi, I'm Al Holbrook. I'm chairman of Holbrook Communities and Dogwood Forest Communities. Today I want to talk a little bit about where we are with respect to the COVID virus and some background on the measures we've taken to, I believe, have some of the safest buildings in the United States. 5 years ago, we were given a vision to create buildings with UV lighting and negative ion emission in the HVAC systems. Both of these modules kill 99.9% of all viruses, including COVID and even Ebola. We also developed full building water filtration systems, not only to stimulate the immune system with a high pH water, but we also learned in the city of Atlanta there are 21 drug residues in the water system from pharmaceuticals that people are taking and excreting out of their body, and they're so minute you can't filtrate. So I'm happy to report today, taking these measures and the CDC recommendations during COVID, we had no deaths in our independent living product, 0 deaths in our memory impairment product, and only 1 death in our assisted living product, and that person had severe comorbidity issues. We are seeing across the country different reactions to the virus, even over a year later. I will tell you, during the COVID period, we never restricted our residents to their apartments. They were free to move about our large buildings. They were free to socialize at a safe social distance. We brought musicians into the courtyard, so they had interaction with music, which we believe is very important. And we also promoted family visits in the courtyard, drive-by visits, and a happy hour cocktail through Zoom meetings. I'm happy to report that now all our buildings are coming back to normal, and we are not requiring that our residents nor our associates be forced to take the vaccine. And that doesn't mean that our company is anti-vaccine. We just believe it is very important for individuals to have freedom of rights for their own body. I started out as a hospital administrator, and when I started out in the 1980s, it was legal to tie nursing home residents up to their beds. So the road to hell is sometimes paved with good intentions, and instead of restraining these nursing home residents in beds, they turned to pharmaceuticals. So a lot of the residents were actually drugged up at night so they couldn't get out of bed and fall. So we've come a long way in healthcare and in what I'm going to use as a general broad term of senior living. And I tell you all this because during the COVID period, by not restraining our residents to their apartments for months, we had a very, very low incidence rate of depression. We continue to have lively engagement, not only with families and residents, but also staff. And when I say well-being, it's not just for the residents, it's also for our associates. All our amenities now are open to associates for well-being and purposefully incentivizing them to take care of their bodies, because we know that there's a direct correlation with the lack of exercise and poor outcomes with COVID. I also want to point out that every one of our apartments has either a balcony or a Juliet porch to bring in fresh air and sunshine. Without a doubt, and there's over 20 different studies that show that low vitamin D levels in a person are associated with poor outcomes. And in fact, 90% of all COVID victims in ICU had low, very low vitamin D levels. So my friends, these national lockdowns, while were appropriate in the beginning, are not appropriate now. We have a standard of care, and these lockdowns have resulted in an exponential increase in suicide rate, child discord, marital discord, and in fact, there was a study recently of 2,000 Americans who had recently reported that they had gone to a psychologist for the first time, and 45% blamed it on the COVID lockdowns. So we as a company will never, ever lock down our customers in their apartments, even with another virus, because there are better ways to fight this disease. And we believe in freedom and dignity of risk of all our residents and our associates. Now that we have a standard of care, we will continue to promote increased socialization, nutraceuticals, vitamins that we know work like selenium, vitamin D, calcium, magnesium, which have become the standard of care, and of course zinc. We also will promote a liquid mineral. The body can make every vitamin known to mankind except two, but it can't make one mineral. And minerals are essential for the immune system. We believe that our residents and our associates have the God-given right to take care of their own bodies, whether it be through the vaccine, nutraceuticals, worldwide medical advances, and ways to fight infectious disease. We wholly support these rights as a company.